nowadays people are very much religious. Their opinions are different, and that sort of difference is being created by all of us, by the nations. So I personally think that in Hinduism, like the people, and whenever we are talking about the temple of Ram, so whenever the Rama temple established, it's scientifically established. So science is in religion. Religion without science is blind. That is the statement. But I think that religion is connected with the science. And scientifically it has been proved that Rama temple is being established with the help of scientists, with the help of engineers, and all of us are very much connected. So and whenever another example arises, whenever we are talking about the whenever we are talking about another period of our Hinduism, whenever we are talking about Lord Krishna, Lord Krishna's he has his kingdom, he had his kingdom, and his kingdom was Dwarka, and scientists have found Dwarka under the ocean, and it has also scientifically proved. So whenever we are talking about, and whenever we are argue about that science is not needed, whenever religions people, and we had our different perspective, different views, and we have our political leaders, we have our monk, and all the persons, all the worshippers, they are always told that yes, everything is possible on earth, everything is possible on earth by only the superstitions. But apart from the superstitions, there are some logic in the science. So scientifically it has been proved. So that's the thing. And science without religion is lame. I don't agree with that subject matter. It's absolutely not needed. So it is, both are connected.
That means religion is without science is not blind.
No,
Okay.
religion is...
So whenever there is a temple, as you have already referred, the temple which one just a few months before built, okay, and as well as there is now people are going, and people are going to see the inside the temple architecture designs, and as well as the Lord Rama. Okay, so now what is the actual reason whenever a temple is going to build by the different engineers, and the different engineers are going to engineering the different designs with a temple, but before going to the worship starts of a god or the goddess, there are certain ritual, religion based on the ritual are going to take place. Do you think that there is no connection between the scientific and the religion with certain things?
But yes, I am taking that example. But religious matter, I have already stated that whenever we are belonging to our ancient period, so there are some religions and there are some rituals rather. Rituals have been made by our ancestors. So that is also true, and we have to follow our culture.
So now do you think, even very ordinary question I am telling, even suppose somebody is going to build a new house, before going to get into the new house, before going to start living in the new house, they worship in the name of housewarming. There is a ritual, isn't it?
Yes.
So don't you think that is there any individual person without holding that particular housewarming puja, so called, the person start living in the new house?
So that is an auspicious occasion. Whenever a housewarming party or housewarming ceremony is being happening, so that is an auspicious occasion, and we people like Hinduism.
So
I'm talking
auspicious
about
and specious the thing, don't you think that is the out of the religion book? Auspicious and specious things are the out of the religion book, or it is inside the religion book?
Listen, that is I told you that that is the people's mentality are different. So whoever is willing to believe that that is connected, science and religion is connected, it is not a thing which is blind. Science without religion is blind. So, and other people like our ancestors and all the family members think that yes, that is all about that what should I say? That is all about their rituals. That is all about their typical rituals. But
Don't you think so? A scientist, whenever he or she is going to build something for the huge project, and the project while is going to taken care by number of scientists, the helping hand scientists or the junior scientists, when the project is almost ready, the project is almost going to take a launch. At that particular point in time, they are all together going to pray to the Almighty to be the successful, as like as we have seen the Chandrayaan 3. Before Chandrayaan 3 is successful, there were two more Chandrayaan, so-called number 1 and number 2 Chandrayaan. So after that also the scientists started trying to get this success. So now before going to the rocket launching to the moon, the scientists were praying to the Almighty, whatever be the God and goddesses they believe upon their trust, upon their perspective. So don't you think that a scientist also is based on the religion, based on he goes through?
see, I've already told you that that is their perspective. That is their perspective, and they are working hard upon it. I want to tell you that Albert Einstein also believed God. So he was also a scientist. So being a scientist and being also a religious person, both of these can be done in this country or in this world rather. So
Okay, for the timing I will hold up for a while. I would like to call Miss Polta, please. Miss Polta, as you have already listened that Miss Chakraborty has already defined her statement. So are you eye to eye agree with her?
Do you see eye to eye?
Sorry, do you see eye to eye with her?
At first, I would like to say what she was telling. A bit like I agreed with this in a certain way, but I think about those scientific things is sometimes it's related to a religion, and religious is also connected with our science.
Okay, according to you, what is the meaning of scientific thing?
Scientific thing that we can prove. According to my view, or upon my view, I think that we something that we can prove that is scientific. Because if we can't prove, like about, I would like to say about a movie called PK, where the question arises that if we are Hindu, maybe Mr. Hajra is Muslim, so what is the evidence that we are? Just because we are following particular religions, these rituals or something like that? No, it's not. I think everyone is human being, and religion is something that built up with by the highest, higher power of about. I'm just referring to the priest that who built up this kind of abnormality. Sorry, it was. Is there any word abnormality? Okay, so it's kind of that, because I think religion is something to build up our own interest. Like I'm interested in very kind of religions, and there's lots of people who are interested in our Durga festival.
Durga Puja is fine.
Can be
Yeah.
Durga Puja. So I think that is a thing where we can discover a lot of things, a lot of rituals. Like there's maybe there's a people who used to avoid having some food.
What is your definition of science?
Science, sir, I think that's
What is science?
science. I think like something we can prove. It's not about anything we can't prove. Like I think that's only.
And what is your definition of religion?
Religions is something like connected with the festivals, connected with
Festivals.
kind of sort of, and something that it's like religion is something that portrayed what your culture is.
According to Vivekananda, what is religion? Religion is a manifestation of divinity already in man. The divinity is already in man. Just it waits to be manifested. When it is manifested, we say the religious fulfillment. And if you take the opinion or definition of Dr. Einstein, Dr. Einstein has also defined religion. In his opinion, he has said, "My religion consists of a humble admiration of the illimitable superior spirit, who reveals himself in the slight details we are able to perceive with our frail and feeble minds. And that deeply emotional conviction of the presence of a superior reasoning power forms my idea of God. So this is the idea of God in the opinion of Albert Einstein. So here today we are addressing the subject matter religion without science is
Blind.
and science without religion is lame. So we understand that both are handicapped without each other. So they are supplementary or complementary to each other. But you are saying that no, to practice one you need not know another. How do you prove it?
We're gonna start with
Think of an unscrupulous scientist. Do you know the story of Frankenstein? Frankenstein was of course a demon. This Frankenstein was a creation of a scientist in a laboratory, and finally the scientist was killed by his own creation, that is Frankenstein. So you know, a scientist is going to be killed by his own creation, by his own discovery or invention, if he is not religious even a bit. Don't you think so? If you don't think so, why don't you think so?
I think just because he was not religious, I don't think it's just.
Who was not religious?
You talked about the scientist.
Yes. So any scientist for that matter.
I would like to.
Think of our scientists. If they are all unscrupulous and they start cloning, you know? Clone, human cloning, animal cloning. So cloning a replica of your own. Okay, your replica, a scientist can create. Everything that replica will have, that you have, minus consciousness. Minus consciousness. And this is where the shoe pinches. If there is a human being created by a scientist, and the human being created by the scientist has no consciousness at all, it is simply a machine like AI, artificial intelligence. So you know, very other robots, they look exactly like human beings, even more beautiful than human beings. Some models they have created, some robotic models they have created of girls. Those girls look exquisitely beautiful. Okay? Now think of them, if they are released to deal with common people, what they can do and undo. They have no consciousness.
So
They simply are programmed to work. Even on some news channels there is a particular AI reading out the news. Okay? So think of this. If this kind of human beings are created, this kind of robotic beings are created resembling human beings, that particular robot will look exactly like you, will come to this house, will talk to me, I will think that Antika has come. I will welcome her and I will just keep talking to her, but she does not possess the religiosity that you have. You treat me as your father because you have the religiosity in you. You know very well this is a father figure and he is trying to help us build our own career. So there is that relationship between the father and daughter. But that AI, that particular robotic being resembling you exactly, will not have that. Will come here and represent herself as Ayantika Palta. And now what is going to be the aftermath?
So is it possible to give that data through DNA?
DNA of course full of data.
So is
DNA
it
nothing but
possible
codes.
to match us for
DNA you cannot create.
Right.
Is it artificially cannot be created?